Hello, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my talk show. I'm your host, Diamond Rebel here, back again for another interview. This time with Filian. This is interview 269. I know, funny number, right? But again, if you have any questions for Filian or I, please use the command in the chat, !by questions with an S. Fill out your question and your username. Also, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show. I know it's a little bit later one for you guys, but yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in and watching the stream and everything like that. Without further ado, let's introduce our guest, Filian, coming from behind the curtains.
Wait, do I walk out?
Yeah, you walk out, you say hi, and then you sit in the chair next to me.
Okay, give me a sec.
Oh my god, holy shit!
Okay.
You okay?
They're so big.
What do you mean? Why are you so small? What are you talking about? This is normal people stuff.
You be smaller in person. I'm not intimidated.
What do you mean?
It's like walking through someone's mansion right now. I feel like Jack and the Beanstalk or some junk. Alright, do I sit here? Is this the place?
Yeah. You sit on that. You sit on that chair. Yeah, you get. Do you need some uppies or something? Do you need mommy Rebel to help you out?
I'm a professional.
Okay. Oh my god, you did it.
I know.
Wow.
This is on my first rodeo. I'll have you know, I put on my shoes this morning too. It's pretty impressive.
You put on your shoes? Wow, they the Velcro ones or the ones with the ties, you know?
I think these are Velcro.
one day you'll update. You'll get the one with the bows, you know? You gotta be careful, you know, you gotta tie them. Don't wanna trip over yourself, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, welcome Filian to my talk show. Welcome to this is what I do. I interview people and you're here and you're now. But welcome.
Oh, am I getting paid?
Are you getting paid? Yeah, nice joke. I'll see you after this. I'll see you after the interview for your payment. Send me a check. Anyway, so anyway, it's nice to have you on the show finally after talking to you and everything like that. But we'll get into some questions. So my first questions I always like to ask is, you know, how'd you come up with the name Filian? You know, how did you come up with that? Your username. Very basic question.
Yeah, so it's like not very creative. It's basically my real name.
Really?
More or less. So yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean,
nothing crazy about it.
Oh, nice.
Yep. It's a little bit of a not so interesting story. I feel like people are always like, Filian, that's a cool name. And then I just have to tell them, break the news, and they're like, oh, okay, sounds good.
All right. I mean, sometimes you don't need like a fancy story. Sometimes it's just your name, you know. And that's a cool name, Filian. I never met someone with that name before, so that means you're the only one. You're special.
Thank you. Let's go.
Exactly. All right. So my next question is to you know, relate to VR chat essentially. Is how'd you end up playing VR chat? Like, how'd you end up in this game, this virtual space? You know, how'd you end up here?
I can tell it's a little bit of a story actually. Like,
okay.
So I have like kind of a history with VR chat where I always wanted to play it, but I never did. And I remember watching like YouTube videos from like years and years ago, especially of like people with like full body tracking and dancing. I was like, holy frick, that looks so cool. I want to dance in VR chat. And then I also saw people could be like basically whatever avatars they want and like physically control them. And I don't know, it was like the ultimate form of escapism at that point. And I was like, that's so awesome. But I could never get VR and I didn't know you could play it on desktop, so years went by and I never played VR.
Holy shit. Years went by. Yeah, I didn't know I could just play in desktop. Oh god.
So much lost time, I know. So when I finally got a Quest 2 near the end of this past year, 2021? Wait,
2020.
2020?
2020.
Yeah, almost 2022.
Yeah.
At the very end of the year, I got the Quest 2, and I put that junk on. I'm like, I have no idea what to play. I don't know what I'm doing with VR, but it was cheap, so let's try it out. And I played Beat Saber, and I was like, okay, this game's pretty cool. But there's this game called VR Chat, and I always wanted to try that junk. And I said, forget it. I'll just try VR Chat. We'll see how it goes. I'm not very good with, like, talking on the internet, because up until I played VR chat, I was always a mute on the internet. And I said, forget it, it's new game, new me. So I tried to speak with people, and it went really well, and I got addicted to VR chat, like, just like that. Like, within the first couple of days, I met a couple of really cool friends. They took me on an awesome tour of VR chat, showed me, like, roller coaster worlds, avatar worlds, you know, even, like, animation worlds. And I was freaking inspired. I was, like, hooked from the start. So about a week into it, my friend was dancing in front of a mirror in full body, playing music through, like, SoundPad or some junk. I was like, oh, that is so cool! I want to do that! And so I went from a Quest 2 to an Index with full body tracking in about a week and a half after starting VR chat. So that's kind of the origin story. It's kind of ridiculous.
I gotcha. Yeah. That's cool, though. I mean, like, so I know that you told me this story, but for everybody else who hasn't heard it, why did you choose to be a mute when you first played VR chat?
Right. So, I think, like, I had, like, a history of, like, not great interactions with people on the internet, you know, the normal stuff. And I kind of like the idea of, like, people not knowing what gender it was and also not caring what gender it was, and sort of being more of a personality than, like, a person in some ways. And I thought that was, like, really fun. So whenever I play, like, video games, I would just type to people, etc., etc. And I had a lot of fun with that, but I felt like I couldn't really connect with people seriously. Especially, like, if I'd hang out with friends in Discord chat for multiple hours, they'd have to tab out to Discord to see what I'm typing to them if there wasn't any chat in-game or something like that. Really big pain in the butt. So, yeah, but at the time, like, you know, you be open on the internet, it bites you in the butt, and you kind of change your mind about it a little bit. And that's kind of what happened a while back.
I gotcha. I mean, your story is not too... I've had other people I've interviewed have a similar story, you know, where, you know, they just wanted to talk to people, then people are just super toxic, like, shut up, yeah, what are you saying, huh? Yeah. So I fully understand it, you know. It's a lot of people in VR chat are like that. There's a huge mute community in VR chat. And I'm sure that a lot of them have similar stories of anxiety, or, you know, people hating on them because of their voice or because of their gender or sexuality. And, you know, it's a rough world, you know. But VR chat, I would say, is a very welcoming community, you know. It's, you know, I'm sure after a while you started talking, you know, you got confident enough to, like, hey, I want to start talking.
Yeah, I think also in my case, like, it wasn't more like harassment, it was more like predatory behavior.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and being naive and young and stupid. So definitely like a horrible thing that happens on the internet. And also, to that end, I'm still, like, in some ways, like, a selective mute. Especially if I'm, like, really tired or my voice is sore. I'll just get on VR chat and be like, you know, mess around as a mute and mess with people and act as cute as I can and have fun with it. Or go around and troll avatars, like... this Daniel Radcliffe avatar with, like, dual pistols on it. So I'll just go up into random people in public worlds, start doing flips and firing the guns at them, and just... and just, like, trolling as a mute. I freaking enjoy that still. So definitely still get my mute fix every now and then.
Okay. My next question is, so how did that translate? You started playing VR chat. How did you get into streaming then? On Twitch?
Gosh. Okay, so this is the weirdest content creation person origin story I feel like has ever happened.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. I'm all you. Yeah, you gotta listen. I've interviewed a lot of people, so this better be good. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Well, it's short but interesting and weird. So I was playing VR chat and I was hanging out with my friend, and we were just messing around in front of a mirror with my full body tracking, dancing, talking, having a good time. You know, the usual VR chat stuff. And there was someone apparently streaming in our world, and we didn't realize it at the time. Ooh, dun dun dun. But what happened? You won't believe it. Yes, streamer. It was a cringe lord. Just kidding. They had a bunch of people trying to stream snipe people for YouTube clips hop into the world, and it was this group called Icy Gaming, and they basically at the time, like, had Mickey avatars that were really popular.
Yeah.
And so it's like this, like, scuffed looking Mickey avatar that looks like it's like 20 something years old. It's got divorced with its wife, a cigarette addiction, can't see the kids kind of a deal. Yeah. It looks really disgusting, and they would go surround people with like 10 of the avatars and just start like asking to beat the Doonies down, etc, etc, etc. And so they were stream sniping for a YouTube video, and at the time I was really friendly and open and trying to like interact with anybody, and I saw there was fun happening over there. So I went over to where the stream snipers were and said, "Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? What's going on? Blah 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 blah." And of course, I was kind of ruining their clip because I was just talking over in the background. So they had someone distract me by talking to me and bringing me over to a separate part of the map, and you know, just talk to me there about Fortnite or some random garbage to keep me entertained. And by the time they finished the stream clip, they hopped over to a new world, and the guy who I was talking to was like asking like, "Oh, well, I gotta hop now. Do you want to come see some Mickey Coochie?" I was like, "What the frick is what?"
What the fuck?
It was
Mickey
so
Coochie.
So,
What the fuck?
yeah, but like that's what I'm here for, you know? We're here for a good time with VR chat. So I said,
What?
heck yeah, take me to it. So they brought me to a full body heaven where they were stream sniping the next person. Before they got started, the guy had one of the Mickeys come with me to a private room, and he had this Mickey twerk in front of me as the best that Mickey could, which was just turning into like crouching up and down. Yes, see, as you can see, this is a pretty weird story.
Yeah.
And I said, wow, this is interesting, this is funny, I'm enjoying it, I'm on board. So after they finished like getting their clips, one of them added me and said like, "Hey man, you want to come shoot a video tonight?" And I said sure, and it turned into one of the most cursed videos I've ever recorded. And I don't even want to talk about it on stream, but that was my first introduction to content creation, is sexual harassment, Mickeys, and stream sniping. And after that, I came back for a few more videos. Got kind of frustrated with like some of their community as like toxic aspects of it, but I met some genuine and really cool content creators that you know, I hung out with a lot and influenced me a lot. And eventually I was hanging out with Big Boy, who's a streamer, and
oh yeah, I know Big Boy.
I was like, "Big Boy, I want to stream, but I'm too scared. I don't know what to do." And he looked at me and was like, "Filian, just hit stream. No one cares. It's good."
Yeah.
So I did that, and it went well, and it was casual, and it was fun and interesting. And, you know, I never really wanted too much out of streaming. I said, like, 10 average viewers would be spectacular to have. That's all I want. 10 people I can just talk to and hang out with. But it's grown to, like, a lot more than that at this point. And, you know, I'm still happy. Still that awesome community feel. So I wouldn't trade it for anything. But that's how I got into streaming.
Hey, can we get some hearts in the chat for Big Boy? What a homie, man. I have interviewed the guy. He's a nice guy. I knew him when he was a mute.
That was awesome.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Yeah, absolutely. Get some hearts from Big Boy, man.
I couldn't believe he was a mute. I started playing like 10 months ago. He's like, "Oh, I was on mute." I'm like, "I don't believe you." He swapped avatars, used his animations, went mute mode on me, started like gesticulating at me. I was like, "Holy frick, he's real."
Yeah,
it was like the most impressive mute gameplay I'd seen.
He was like the only mute boy in the whole game. Everyone else is a mute girl. He's a mute boy.
Also true. Yeah, the only non-half naked mute.
Yeah, right. I know. Holy shit. But anyway,
clothing's no bottle bikinis.
No, I think it was funny because when I first met him, a lot of people thought he was a crasher based off of his avatar because he had like the glasses.
True. He still gets it.
Yeah, so on the back of his backpack it says "trust." He's like, it's something like I'm not a crasher, trust me, or something like that. Like I'm not here to crash you or some shit. It says that on his backpack.
He says, "I'm not a crasher. I'm just a big boy." Or
I'm just a vibe checker. I'm just a vibe checker.
Exactly.
That's something like that.
Yeah, vibe check. Vibe check. Yeah, true.
No.
It's so funny, the evolution of like interacting with Big Boy. It's like, "Oh my god, this dude's an effing crasher," and he says, no, I'm a vibe checker," and like, "Dang, he's kind of cute," and then he goes, "No, you," and that's like the whole gameplay there. It's like the development arc, and that's how he gets the vibes, you know, from him to you. It's kind of funny.
That was pretty interesting origin story. And beyond, that's probably one of the worst ones I've heard in a long time.
It was awful.
What the fuck? If that happened to anybody else, I bet you they would just quit the game. They're like, I got sexually harassed. I was putting this guy's videos. What the shit? Fucking Mickey Mouse twerking in my face.
They kept trying at the time. They're like, "Oh, like, hey, Filian, be a baddie in our video." And I was like, "What does that entail?" It says, "We're gonna come up to you and ask to beat your doonies down, and then you're gonna agree." I'm like, "What the frick?"
What the
Here, get this effing half-naked avatar on and be a baddie.
Be a baddie, bro.
Yeah, it's like being in a YouTube video that's gonna get 500,000 views or have some self-respect, and I had to make a hard choice that moment.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Just because the video gets 1 million views, you don't see a fucking penny of that. So what the fuck does it matter?
No, exactly.
Exactly. Like what? Yo, do this. Be sexual harassed guys. You be in a 5 million. I was in a fucking 10 million fucking view video. I was in Mr. Beast video. I didn't see a fucking penny. Okay, Jesus Christ. Like,
yeah, so definitely don't regret missing those opportunities for sure. That was definitely not it. Wasn't the play.
Yeah, it sucks that your first real interaction with a content creator was that, because I want to be honest, nobody else is like that. Just to let you know, no streamers aren't like that. That's how you get banned. You don't do those things. You know.
True.
That's the cursed YouTube side of VR chat. They're just very sexually frustrated people, and they just, you know, down the doonies. Ooh, be a baddie. You know, like, where the fuck that even means?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's some. I don't know what the hell that means. I speak American around here. I don't speak whatever that is. So,
I did think content creation was pretty gross, like after all of that, and I think like Super Xavier and Big Boy especially changed my opinion around that. So thanks to them for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like it's all about, you know, who you interact with, who you meet, and you know, we're lucky to have you. You know. Oh yeah, there's no gravity on the cups. But yeah, I mean, we're lucky to have you. You know. So Big Boy told you to basically start streaming. And how was your first stream? Like, how do you remember like how it was or how did it go? Were you nervous? Were you afraid? You were like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You know, how did it go?
I wasn't nervous at all. I honestly just sat there and said, I don't know what I do, you know. My first game I streamed was VR chat, and I knew I wanted to stream VR chat, but for the longest time, I had no idea what I would ever do, like, if I actually played the game. So when I first went live, my main issue was not that I was scared, but that I was like, what the frick do I do? So all I did was go play VR chat like I normally did. So I went and hung out with friends and talked and stuff, and, you know, messed around a little bit. There's actually a clip from the first stream I had, I think it was the first one, where like I was in first person at the time with like a little cut-out third-person camera at the bottom right.
Yeah.
Kind of like how like a lot of people do, like Lullathon or Mimikyu or whatever. And I was walking on the railing of a building while I was playing Just Beat Club music, and right as the beat dropped, like I remember like I was in first person and I leaned backwards and it looks like I'm actually like falling backwards as I plummet off the side of the Just Beat map. And I think that clip's like still around today, but that's like a really cool moment, I guess, from it back then. And when I looked at that clip after I finished streaming, I was like, holy frick, that actually looks so good. And I think that's like part of why I wanted to stream again after it. But a little bit of a side tangent. Again, like I didn't know what to do on VR chat, so it took me a while to actually start streaming the game. I started streaming like Minecraft consistently before, and also a game called Biomutant that came out at the time. And all that was before like I had a VTuber model or anything, or before I streamed VR chat. So it was like first like month or so.
But you know what? Now you're here and you're now. You know, you've been killing it. You know, every time you stream, everyone's happy. All the fruit snacks are showing up. You know. Fruit snacks. Yeah.
Yeah, the snackers.
So how did you come up with the fruit snacks? Like how did you come up with that name for your community? What's the story behind it?
Okay, so kind of a simple origin story. I was out of place for over the course of the summer, and they had like a snack kitchen.
Okay.
And I freaking got addicted to snacking during that summer because you could just go in there whenever you want and grab like random stuff like granola bars, boiled eggs, fruit snacks, drinks, etc, etc, etc. And so I don't know, man, something about the fruit snacks really got me, and I got like clinically addicted to fruit snacks, and I started like eating like, you know, like 2 packs a day like a cigarette smoker.
Oh my god.
Like, yo, just 2 packs a day, it's fine. And I was so hooked on the fruit snacks that like by the end of the summer I just started buying them on my own after the fact. And yeah, I don't know, like I would eat them like during streams, like as like energy shots almost, like to keep the energy going. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat some fruit snacks. I'm gonna eat some fruit snacks. Oh, I love snacking. Oh, fruit snacks. And I don't know, it kind of just went from there because my community got behind fruit snacks too, and like thought it was like really funny, like a little stick to have. So yeah, really got into that, and at the time I was like, what are we gonna name our community? Because we have no idea what the name should be. And I was like, I have no other identity other than the fact that I eat fruit snacks. Which is clinically true. So it kind of just, you know, I threw it out the lawn and stuck, and that's what we have today.
That makes sense. I mean, it's catchy, you know. Hey, what's up, fruit snacks? What's going on?
What's up, fruit snackers? Yeah, it's fun to say. It's fun to say.
Yeah. So my next question is more about your avatar. So how did you choose like your identity in VR chat? Why did you choose this specific avatar? You know, the color scheme, all that stuff. What does this avatar say about you?
What does avatar say about me?
Yeah, how did you design it?
Right, so this avatar is not designed at all. This is just a random public avatar. I don't actually have an original model yet. Yep. And I don't know, like I use a different series of models, but all these models are called mint models. It's like a base on booth that you can purchase. And the reason I use this avatar is because when I was first hanging out on VR chat and getting full body, all the legs were like really long, especially on like the older avatars, because they weren't made for full body.
That's right.
So when you would dance or move your legs, it would just like swing or something like that. Like if you try to kick your butt in VR chat, your foot would like pop out through your chest like an alien or some junk. It was so weird. Like the legs are too long. So when I first found a mint model, it was proportioned like perfectly for my body, and it fit my dancing amazingly. And at the time, I was like, "Oh my god, I can see myself actually dancing now, not just flailing. It's amazing." So I started using that avatar more and more, and eventually people knew me by it because I started going to the EU daytime lobbies for streaming around that time, and built up like a little of like, you know, being known by that avatar. So when I first started streaming, I said, okay, well, I might as well stick with this avatar, right? So I sort of just like happened into it at this point, and you know, I think it fits me kind of well in terms of like personality. Like I'm energetic and hyper and curious and do stupid stuff, and you know, this avatar definitely enables all of that. The small size is hilarious for stupid bits, and yeah, I don't know. It's got like a million different variants of it too, so I have like unlimited costumes and appearance changes and stuff to use. I really like it a lot. I'm very okay with it. But in the future, I definitely want like my own model, and probably one that's like a little bit more older, more mature, not too questionable in the spectrum, you know? So there's a lot of things going on work in the background.
Yeah, you're gonna grow up, essentially. I always like to tell it's like the Sims, you know? You start aging up, you know?
Can't be this small forever.
Yeah, it's true. So, do you have any idea, like, when do you plan to debut or do this new model or new look for you? Any, like, time frame?
Yeah, I have 3 words. When it's ready. That's all I got.
The classic, soon trademark.
The classic, I'm not gonna scuff it. I'm gonna do it right.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
No, that's fine. Take your time, honestly. It's better that you take your time, have a solid launch, than being like, oh shit, my arm's backwards, or fucking my head's in my ass or something. I don't know, like what the fuck?
I paid $3,000.
Oh shit.
$3,000 for this model and I hate it.
Whoa.
That would suck.
I mean, shit, that would suck. Holy fuck. Who happened to that? Not me. Fuck. That didn't happen to me.
Yeah, so...
Maybe some other people.
Are you
though.
sure?
Yeah? Yeah.
The way you're saying it multiple times,
what do you mean?
I'm wondering right now. Okay.
Do
not talk about the first...
What are you talking about?
Don't talk about the first Rebel avatar.
What are you talking about? I didn't play a guy or anything. What are you talking about? That was a one-man the whole time.
Oh. Yes, I see. Of course. That makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll change up the questions a little bit. Have you any thoughts about any recent like VR chat updates? Do you care for any of that stuff? Like we have the new camera system, the new quick menu. Any of that stuff interest you, or you're kind of like whatever?
I think the most important thing for me has been the camera update lately.
Okay.
Since I stream in third person, I do like a lot of camera work while I'm streaming, and so the camera being usable is super important for me. I think like in many ways they improved the camera this patch, and in many ways it kind of like made it go backwards. So for example, the camera like buttons are a lot easier to interact with.
Yep.
But they're also multiple clicks away now sometimes. That's one thing. Another thing is that the camera is freaking like, you can only grab the borders of the camera now. You can't grab the center because you can click on the center now. So when I'm trying to grab the camera, sometimes on my stream I'll just be like, for like 5 seconds, just trying to find where the frick to grab that camera junk, and it's like really frustrating. But you know, it's really nice to see like, I guess I'm like improving the camera system and working on it, because without like camera mods, it would have been like literally impossible to stream in third person before that. So that's one big thing.
That camera before this patch hasn't been updated in 3.5 years. I'll give you a reference.
Holy frick!
I played this game 4 years, so I was there when it first came out, and I was like pogging out.
Yeah.
And then like it never really got updated in those 3 years. Like they got like one update, but not like an overhaul like they did. Like what was that, like 2 weeks ago? So that's a long. That's a long. Imagine using that camera for the old camera for 3.5 years and being like, when are they gonna update this? And wait 3 years. Fucking hell.
If I can make this one request for the camera, please let there be a toggle so that I can't click on the screen, but instead I can grab the screen. I would be so happy. If only.
I see what you mean. There is a lock button.
Like
there is a lock button, but I think I know what you're talking about. You're talking about like a separate feature from that, where like, because
yeah. I want to be able to grab the camera really easily, like just by aiming generally at it.
Okay.
Like I don't always want to be pressing buttons on it. I just want to drag it around. And the problem is like it's made for photos and stuff mostly, so it's like. Oh, you know, well, or like people who stream in third person cut out so the camera never moves. But for me, like I go up and down, left and right. I freaking like inflock and everything. I need the camera to like always be in a good position, always a good angle.
Do you,
so that I grab the camera a ton more than it's intended. Yeah?
Did you buy the virtual lens on Booth?
Buy the virtual lens. So I don't have the virtual lens, I guess, but I don't know how much that really would help, right? Or would
$10. It would. Because it has a feature called track self, so then when you're moving, the camera always looks at you. Doesn't matter where you are, the camera will always look at you and follow you in real time.
Right.
Yeah, you can also make it lock to your avatar, so then it's stuck in front of you, and then you can walk, run, do whatever. So it has more features. It's only $10, but it's up to you if you want to get it attached to your avatar. But I use it.
So is it physically stuck in front of you, even if you walk in your play space?
If you set it to that, yes, you can set it to wherever you want. You can set it just like VR chat style, or you can set it where it's track self or track face or track feet, like literally says track feet, or whatever you want, like whatever you want. You know?
Wait, okay.
Yeah.
My mind right now, dude. This is holy frick! I know those features. Does it? The problem is I don't own these avatars. I'd have to get them and then attach the ones to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to do it in Unity. Yeah, you have to buy it, then you have to put the package in it, and then you have to set it up.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll work on that then. That sounds really useful. Did not know.
That's what I use in a lot of well, VR chat streamers though. I think like I don't know who specifically, maybe dancers. I know I use it. It's really nice being able to target certain things. You can also change lighting. So let's say in a world you look really dark and you can't see anything. In specifically virtual lens, you can make it more brighter.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that'd be really helpful because I've always been like okay with the original camera. It's just with the most recent patch, it's just been really hard to grab. But like at this point, that's just an excuse to like level up the camera game, right? Gotta raise the bar.
Yeah. You like those cups?
Yeah. I like that I can kind of just like store it underneath the couch cushion.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's for later.
Save it for later.
Exactly. Absolutely.
I'm a squirrel. Yeah.
Okay, my next question is, do you have any thoughts about the Metaverse, or do you know what that is?
The Metaverse.
The Metaverse.
I think Zuckerberg is gonna be my overlord.
Oh yeah?
Just kidding. No, stop Zuckerberg. No. I don't know. I think like it's a long way off on like really achieving something that we would call the Metaverse, but I think like right now VR chat is like the premier experience in terms of Metaverse. I don't think anything else does it as well, and more importantly, as consumer friendly as VR chat does. For example, like you have like Neos, which has a ton of features, just like VR chat and more. But it's also really hard to use and set up in the first place. So a lot of people don't play Neos because it's too much of a pain in the butt to get into. So it's like interesting how, I guess with the Metaverse, like you have to bring consumer friendliness in with like all these millions of features that you would expect in a Metaverse. And I feel like that demand is just so above and far away for the foreseeable future. But I really am excited for it. I've been thinking honestly about the concept of a Metaverse for probably like 3 years now, even before I started VR chat, and like how cool that would be. I think that a lot of that was inspired by watching like Sword Art Online and then just seeing like what the current state of technology is. Like there's no way we have full dive right now, and maybe not even in our lifetimes, but you know, like where can we be in like 5 or so years in terms of a Metaverse? And I didn't have a word to the name at the time, but definitely like a lot of those thoughts like going around in my head. And yeah, I'm really addicted to VR chat because It's about as close as you're gonna get right now.
I think it's closer than you think. I think the metaverse will happen in the next 10 years, guaranteed. I'm calling it now.
10 years?
2031. By that time, the metaverse will exist. It'd be like Ready Player One.
Okay.
The movie.
Yeah, so like, what is your definition for like a metaverse, right? Because it depends on like how you define it.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll just Google the definition and then tell you what it says, right? Metaverse. Let's only take 1 second. Multitasking. Metaverse definition.
It's whatever Zuckerberg says it is.
Okay, the metaverse is defined as a virtual reality space in which users can interact with a computer-generated environment and other users. So you could arguably say VR chat has a metaverse. You could arguably say Neos. Yeah.
Well, you could say like an MMO's a metaverse at that point, right?
Yeah, like you could say World of Warcraft was like a really popular metaverse. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like more of like metaverse in terms of like you can kind of like live in it and make like a living in it, you know?
Oh, like
you can have
Second
like
Life?
people. Yeah, like people who spend like 18 hours in VR chat a day, except like not because they're just pissing in a bottle and ordering takeout, you know? And you know.
Whoa! Who does
Oh,
that?
sorry,
what the
I didn't mean
fuck?
to attack anyone.
Whoa! Calling shots. What the hell? Filian, that's me. I'm just kidding. That's not me. What the fuck?
Yeah, but there's some seriously dedicated people in VR chat that basically live in here, and like I think if your average person can like live in VR chat, that's like at that point I would call it a metaverse, right? Like where it makes sense for a normal person to live in VR or whatever else, what other environment.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, like I always said this in other interviews. I always said that like if Second Life was VR, because in Second Life you can sell property, you can sell a person's house for real money.
Yeah.
You'd be like, yeah, that mansion over there, that's 1,000 USD. You're like, okay, and you just buy it. And some people have rent, like you have to pay rent to your landlord. Imagine that shit. You didn't pay your virtual house tax today, dude. I want to take. Me and the boys are gonna come see you and bust some kneecaps in VR. What the fuck?
I'm gonna take your pixels.
Yeah, I'm gonna take your pixels, dude. I'm taking your house. You're locked out of your virtual house, dude. You can't have access to it anymore.
Oh, frick, dude. Serious business.
Yeah, I forgot what the game was called. Sorry. There's a game that's older than Second Life. I forget what it's called. But basically some dude sold this club for $500,000. Real life money. It's called Club Never Die.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because he.
Wait, isn't it like that space game or something like that? It's like we could like buy world or some junk.
Yeah, that one. The guy sold like the largest club, and it was just like a space station, but it was a club, like had casinos and shit in it, and the guy sold it for $500,000. Like, what the fuck, dude? What is this?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
There's a YouTube video that's
yeah. It was like
the most popular, expensive transactions on the internet ever.
Yeah, imagine that, but in VR chat, you sell like your Filian fruit snacks house for $1 million.
Just an overall bag of fruit snacks that you can dive into.
I mean,
for sure.
People do sell houses or like worlds in VR chat, but it's very niche. And they're not for thousands of dollars. It's usually like a couple hundred max. You know, and you're just buying an asset at that point. But you never know. Maybe one day. Because, like, I'll give you an example. So VR chat's going to update, and it's going to have a thing called groups. We don't know when it's going to happen. Sometime in 2022, I think.
Groups?
Yeah, groups. Think of like a guild. You know how, like, World of Warcraft, you have a guild? You have a guild master, you know, officers and shit? So it's going to be like that in VR chat, where you can make Filian's fruit snacks, and then you're the guild master, and then you make a guild world or a group world where you hang out with your viewers or your fans or whatever, and then you just do whatever. But you can take it to a next level. You don't have to do this, but there is an example of this where you can make it so, oh, you want VIP? You pay me $25, and they have to pay you $25 to have the VIP tag in your group. Now, you can take it even a step further than that, where let's say you made a club called Club Filian, and you're hanging out in the club, and then you have a VIP room, and they cannot access it. They can try and grab the door, open it, and won't let them. But they have the VIP tag in your group, they will be able to open it, and they have to pay $25. So you can actually technically, essentially sell like ranks and lock out content in that way. You know, you could do that. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can do that. And that's what they're talking about in VR chat, the dev meetup or dev stream 9 months ago. Yeah.
Heard you like locks. What about you sell them?
Yeah.
We have like just B Club, like they have like the VIP rooms, and it's so easy to like break into them. Like people can just sit on your seat and then go in there or whatever else. It's so goofy right now. I don't know. It's like really you have to pay money to get in, but like I guess that's just part of the metaverse, right? You have to pay money to get into a club in real life. You can't just wall glitch through the wall and just like, yo, what's up, boys?
There are
so, makes sense.
I've heard, I don't know what clubs, but I've heard someone tell me at some point that there is like a really big like EDM party, and you have to pay $5 one time, and you get access to this Discord and see these like secret like EDM clubs where they have like real DJs and shit, and you get to talk to them, but you have to pay an entry fee of at least $5 to get into the world.
Right.
So they already do that.
In VR chat specifically?
Yeah, that's in VR chat. Someone really says, PayPal me $5 and you get access to the Discord and get to go to these cool clubs where there's no crashers, no bad boys. You go there to hang out, you have to pay $5 entry fee. I was like, holy shit.
Right.
You know?
Kind of cool. Yeah, I remember when I first started VR chat, I had like a really fun time, like not just like doing the things I enjoyed in VR chat, but also just experiencing everything in VR chat. And like there are like certain groups that are like, oh, you have like the Halo RP group, or you have like the people that sell avatars, they're creators and they do meetups or whatever. Yeah. And like there's like, or like you have this dance group that's like underground, or whatever this event is, right? And there's just so many cool things you can do in VR chat, and so many like cool like groups, for example. And I had a lot of fun just like trying to meet as many as I could back then. And I thought that was like such a fun time, and it's really cool. So like if they were to say like, oh, $25 to get into this room or whatever, like at that point it just like cultivates more opportunity for like really cool groups to form around. And like even if it's a bit of an exclusive, you know, or a bit of a paywall, like, I think it would cultivate like really cool culture on VR chat in many ways.
Yeah, I know that some people are, you know, are not for it because they'll be like, oh, I have to pay money? What the fuck? But I see it as an opportunity to support our creator, right? So there's an example. Let's say, like you said, like avatar creators. Let's say somebody makes really cool avatars, and what they'll do is they'll be like, hey, if you pay me $5 once a month, or $5 just as a flat rate, like one-time fee, you get to join my group, and then you get access to my exclusive avatars permanently as long as you're in the group. You can do things like that. Now, obviously, people are going to be like, we can just steal the avatars. Yeah, but that's a bad boy, and everyone will know that you're a bad boy. So Zethus said, couldn't a crasher just pay the money and crash the lobby anyway? Yeah, they could, but like, you have to be in the Discord, and they'll know your Discord info. They'll know your VR chat username. Like you could crash the lobby, but then they'll know who you are, blacklist you, and probably IP ban you too, or some bullshit. I don't know, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, there definitely has happened, and I mean, you'll get your like 5 seconds, like, haha, I ruined the party, and then they'll just restart the lobby and then resume, like. So, and you also lost $5, so they're gonna be like, $5, yoink. I've heard some of them are a bit more than that. Yeah, I think some of them are a bit more expensive. I think one of them's like $25. So I mean, if you're gonna pay $25 to crash a lobby, I mean, I think you're just gonna empty your wallet eventually. You know.
Yeah, I think also the more things that are like in VR chat to do, and the more money that's floating around in it, the more like talent that attracts, right? Obviously, it can attract like bad actors and scammers and things, unsurprisingly, but. Like when the budget gets higher, the production value gets higher too, right? Kind of how that works. So I don't mind the idea, but I think VR chat has a long way to go. So we'll see.
Yeah, like it's definitely gonna be a thing. Like it's mostly just like closed off communities that do these things, but I think eventually one day we'll start seeing actual like, oh shit, I can just go to this thing, pay $5, and go like this really cool ass thing. But I do agree. I think it will take time for things like that to develop. So one day, though, I think within a year or two that we could start seeing some sort of more developments into that area. But yeah. What's up with the eggs? I just saw this. Who's that? What's that egg emote? What is this? Filian egg.
Oh, did they have my egg emote?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was on stream one time, and I don't know what happened, but the VR chat gods decided to smite me and create one of the most cursed histories in my time of streaming. And there's been a lot of cursed moments, but this one is definitely up there. For some reason, it removed my avatar's hair.
Oh god.
And it looks it looks like an egg. It's like a walking egg. It's like a cute little egghead. And the worst part is that not only did it remove my hair, but also it like emaciated my arms and legs and turned them into twigs. I looked like a
demon.
I looked like a was it Connects or whatever that junk is, with like really thin like poles for legs and arms. I don't know what happened, but the VR chat just said camera, X-ray vision, no hair, no arms, no legs. Enjoy.
Oh my god.
And I was streaming like that for like a full like 20 seconds before I figured out what the frick was going on. And yeah, that was a cursed moment. So to celebrate that, you know, as we do, we uploaded an emote for it, and I think I did like literally just like last night or something. So
new meme.
I can't wait to see that move when I stream this Saturday. Yeah, true. New meme hot off the press.
You also been playing some other games like Crab Game. How have you been enjoying that?
Yeah, I don't know. I like Crab Game is like fun to play with, like, you know, community members with. But by itself, it's kind of alright. I don't know. I feel like besides VR chat, sometimes I struggle to find games that I really want to play on stream. Like one is like I really like playing marbles on stream, for example.
Yeah.
But that's not something you should do like every other day. Like it's just marbles, right? It's fun to do every so often. And then Beat Saber is a really fun VR game. But besides that, it's like, I don't know, like maybe League of Legends here, maybe marbles there, Jackbox, Crab Game. Kind of just like bouncing around still, trying to figure it out. But they've been okay.
Do you have any games that you're excited for in the future then? Like anything that you're like, oh, I want to play this new game?
Elden Ring. Yes.
Elden Ring.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I would never. I definitely didn't play
Call of
Dark Souls
Duty,
1, 2,
right?
3,
Oh my god,
Bloodborne.
yeah.
What? No!
Elden Ring.
Who's clapping? Who's clapping? Elden Ring.
Apparently there was a beta that was out for Elden Ring.
Oh, is that his clapping? Yeah. I was so sad. I was so sad. I didn't know they were doing like a network test, so I never applied for it. So I was sitting there just making the hard decision. I was like, do I just not play it? Or do I pay $400 to a scalper for access? And then make the hard decision. It was such a painful one, but I was like, okay, I'll just wait. I'll just wait my turn. But I'm freaking so excited for Elden Ring. I played all the Dark Souls games, Bloodborne, Sekiro. I even played like a lot of the Demon Souls remaster, so it's just like super excited for it. Yeah.
Now, do you play a sword and shield or two? What's your build? Do you do like dex, strength, or are you on those mages that sits back and go pew 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 pew? Look, I killed the boss.
I've beaten Dark Souls 1 like 15 times. I've beat Dark Souls 2 once, Dark Souls 3 like twice. So like at this point, I've done a bit of everything. Okay. Typically, I just like pick whatever is like weird or unique about the game. So it just depends. Like I think like in Dark Souls 1, like Pyro Cleric or Pyro Dex is like the meme build that everyone just like, ha ha, Dex users,
Giant
Dex users. Yeah, also Giant Dad was a really fun meme build. But yeah, like I don't know, I enjoy all of it. I think usually what I like to do is play like something that the first time I play through the game, I play something that feels like the game, right? Like the game was made for it. So for example, like melee combat is typically what I'll do on the first playthrough because the game is like scoped out and spec primarily for it. So, you know, trying to get the best experience possible out of the game.
I feel that. Every time you get to, you go up to a boss and just fucking smack your shield and they go like, oh, and you just go with like critical strike. You feel like you just made the boss your bitch.
Yeah, for sure. Like parrying Gwen at the end of Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, you make that guy your bitch. He just jumps in the room
and leaps at you. Yeah. You're just like, get out the way. And you just make a, you just put him on the ground real quick. Yeah, I don't know, man. Melee is really fun in Dark Souls. I think there's something to be said about magic too. Like it's a really cool like fantasy, but it kind of falls a little flat on a lot of boss fights where it's like you kind of just like run away and then click on them. But like in the normal stuff outside the boss fights, it's a lot more interesting when there's like 5 or 6 enemies and you have to cast long spells with like no cleave. Like that's when it's like a lot more interesting with magic. So yeah, it just depends on like what you're interested in, and like it's all pretty viable and also acceptable. It's all fun, you know.
Magic missile. Pew,
they're all games.
Pew pew.
The game's hard anyway, so you might as well take whatever you can, right? Especially if you're not super like skilled at games usually like that.
Yeah, if you ain't using the meme, if you aren't using the whip and like the cloth, and you go, whoosh, whoosh. Like, come on, what are you doing?
That's when you know. That's when you know it's like your 8th Dark Souls playthrough when you're just like naked with a whip.
Yeah,
Just your whole build.
Yeah, you have the random invasions of the guy who's like XX killer XX. He's just wearing a fucking whip, and he's like, whoosh, whoosh. He's like, hello. Whoosh, whoosh. You're like, what the fuck?
He's got a whip and socks on.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, he's trying to, and then he just walks up to you, just fucking insta taps you, he just parries you, and you instantly die. You're like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, what you got, bitch? And you're like, what the fuck?
We got the laggy boy. It's like, ooh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And it just teleports behind you and just stabs you in the back. It's like, bro, this game sucks. Oh my god, sorry. I'll get a little bit of attention.
No, it's fine. No, I love Dark Souls.
It's such a beautiful mess.
Yes.
Oh really? Wait, have you played it a lot, or it sounds like you have a decent bit for sure.
I've beaten Dark Souls 1 by myself years ago. I've beaten Dark Souls 2, but I never did any of the DLC, so I need to do that at some point. Or like probably just replay the whole thing.
I didn't either.
Dark Souls 3, I beat the whole game on stream. I did every boss. All DLC.
Let's go.
It was a pain in my ass. I fucked up, what the fuck? Oh shit, what's the End of the Ashes DLC? With the fucking dude that like has like, what the fuck's his name? The guy who kills gods or whatever? I don't know if I can remember. I made that guy my bitch.
I don't remember.
Gwen, not Gwen. I don't remember his name.
Not Gwen, yeah.
Somebody in chat would remember. Basically, I made that guy my bitch. It took me 3 or 4 attempts. When it took like other people like 100, I made that guy. I got so lucky though. I had like a sliver of health. Yeah, I fucked him up.
I freaking don't remember anything about like Dark Souls 2 and 3 lore or gameplay. Like I just remember I had a lot of fun with it. But like when I was younger, like Dark Souls 1 was like the first game that competitively, you know, got me like into being competitive in video games because it was so hard at the time. And not only that, I also got super into the lore. So there's this guy named Epic Name Bro on YouTube, and then also people like VatiVidya who still make videos on lore that made like these really cool and insightful, like I guess like videos about like the bits and piece of lore that we actually had in Dark Souls. And I would watch all those religiously and like almost like study them and like think about them in school, and I was so freaking like into all that stuff. So but it's funny how it's like I know everything about Dark Souls 1, or at least used to, but nowadays like I couldn't even tell you a single boss from like Dark Souls 2 or 3 because like I play it, I kill him, I get out, you know. It's like, it's so
you ever watch Only Afro?
Oh, for sure, yeah, his videos are funny.
Giant Dad.
For sure.
Yo, what rings you got, bitch? Giant Dad.
What rings you got, bitch?
Havel's ring. Giants. Father's Mask, the best mask in the game.
Was it the same? Was Only Afro the same guy who made Shiva the East more like Shiva the Deceased?
Yeah,
the same guy. Okay, I freaking love that video.
Yeah.
So good.
Did you know that he actually plays VR chat once in a while? I met him. I got drunk with him. Yeah,
nice.
It was good times.
Let's go.
I showed up in the Giant Dad
like,
avatar
so
in VR chat, and he was like, "Oh shit!" He was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "What rings you got, bitch?" And he was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What you got?" And he was like, "No, what?" He was like, "What the hell?" I'm VR chat. What the hell? He was so confused.
Oh, you got him, ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
Yeah, I got him.
Nice. I have the Giant Dad avatar favorited right now because I was messing around on stream like a couple of days ago, and I did this bit with my friend Chris Reality, aka Kermies, in VR chat. You probably might have met him, maybe. And we basically just went and fought each other in like Giant Dad outfits in the middle of a Black Hat public lobby, and it was such a good time. So you know, still a little bit of homage to Only Afro even today, I guess.
It was a Slave Knight Gale. That's the guy who whooped his ass in like 3 attempts in Dark Souls 3.
Oh, nice.
Fuck that. That guy is super hard, but I beat his ass. I got really lucky though. That pure strength build though. Anyway.
You have pure strength. I respect that.
Yeah, I was just like big toughy. You know, don't fuck with me. If I smack you, you get fucked. So I'd like to, yeah.
It's hard for me to hit you, but I'll only have to hit you once, so it might work out. But
yeah, I like how like in Dark Souls 3 you can like buff yourself if you press like RT or LT or whatever on the controller, and you get like buff. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. Anyway, you enjoying that coffee or water?
Yeah.
Are you a coffee drinker?
Yours. No, I'm not allowed to drink caffeine anymore to myself. I drink coffee, and I would sprint around like a maniac and like destroy stuff. And then I drink Red Bull, and I sprint around and like a maniac and destroy stuff. And after like doing that like 4 times, I noticed a trend that when I drink caffeine, I sprint around and destroy stuff. So I stopped drinking caffeine because I didn't need it. I already had the energy, I guess.
Damn.
But it was like, took me a few times to learn my lesson, yeah. But to this day, like, I don't really drink alcohol. I don't really drink caffeine. The only thing I'm addicted to is sugar and like ketchup and fruit snacks, probably.
Ketchup and fruit snacks.
I love ketchup.
Would you ever put ketchup on fruit snacks, or is that unspeakable?
Oh, that's such a good idea. Holy
fuck!
That's
like a fucking subathon goal right there. I'll put ketchup on on fruit snacks who need it.
Yeah, during my subathon, I actually had a goal where it was like, I would drink liquidated fruit snacks that I microwaved as part of it. And so when I got the subathon goal achieved, I put like 8 packs of fruit snacks in a bowl. I took the before picture with normal fruit snacks. It looks like a little candy bowl. I put it in the microwave, put it in there for 3 minutes. 3 minutes! And when I pull it out, it looks like a failed science experiment with like lava busting out of this bowl. It was so hot, I could not even touch it. I couldn't even approach it. It was like your eyes of water just looking at it. It was so freaking destructive.
What does it taste like? Pure sugar?
I couldn't eat it. It was too hot.
Just wait for it to cool down. I'll continue.
Yeah, but when it cools down, it solidifies. That's the catch. So you can never drink it in liquid form. Or rather, you could, but only once. Right. Okay. So I had to wait till it cooled off a decent bit, and I took a knife and I spread it on a piece of toast, like a jelly sandwich. But it didn't taste like jelly, it just tastes like fruit snack. So I was eating like a fruit snack sandwich, and I was like, it was such a horrible idea. I don't regret it at all. It was fantastic.
I've heard of worse things, like microwaving a salad.
Oh, let us go live. What the heck?
Yeah,
that's like eating like dehydrated space food at that point, right? It just shrivels up.
No. Did you have fun with your subathon though? It was your first one.
It was the first one. Yeah, when I first started streaming, I didn't know what the frick like a subathon was. And then when I heard about it, I was like, how do you organize it? Is this like some Twitch thing? Does Twitch tell you to do a subathon? Like, how does this work?
No.
You just had to do it yourself. So eventually I was like, okay, well, I'm never gonna do a subathon. And then people were like, oh, let's do a subathon. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, that's an option, right? So that'd be cool. And I recently got partnered after like 4 or so months. And I said, or 5, I think. I said, well, if I'm gonna get partnered, then that means this is the perfect time to do a subathon. Because when you get partnered, you get more emote slots. And your emote slots depend on the max number of subs you've ever had at one specific time. So if you do a subathon, like right after you get partnered, then you get a whole bunch of emote slots theoretically, or like 3 or 4 or whatever it is, and then it doesn't matter if the sub count goes back down because you still keep those emotes. So that's sort of what I did, and it took me like, I don't know, it was like 3 days of work to set up. So I had to come up with sub goals, figure out games. The other thing is that I did it half VR, half like desktop, and that's got like a whole like bunch of demands just trying to like swap games back and forth. So it took me like, I don't know, like I had to rehearse it the day before for like 3 hours or something like that. And then like hours of like trying to like go into like making a flyer for it, coming up with sub goals, making sure the community was good with everything. It was like so much work. But it was like, it turned out to be like a really fun and awesome event. I ended up going for like 8.5 hours, which is by far the longest I streamed, because I've never streamed. Yeah, I've never streamed for like more than 4 hours before. So it was a really, really long time for me. But I had fun. My favorite part was like after I was done with the subathon, I said, that wasn't so bad. And And then I kind of just like closed my eyes, and I was just like,
sleepy time. Yeah, I feel that.
And the next day, my voice was so sore. I was like dying from it.
I believe it. So, how did it feel to get to well, essentially, you know, get partnered on Twitch?
It was neat. I think like I remember at the time, as soon as I hit partner numbers, which was 75 average viewers, which was the requirement I was waiting on. As soon as I hit that, I applied, like immediately. I was like, no, like frame one, just like go for it. And then Twitch responds to me, they're like, "Wow, Filian, you're doing well, but you can't just like apply on frame one. Like we need to see you do better for longer."
Yeah.
And I said that, I was like, well then why is the application cut off at 75? It doesn't make sense. Why not just make it 90 or something, right? And I don't know, but whatever. So I applied again as soon as I could after that. And they're like, "Oh, okay, sounds good, Filian." So, I don't know. I found out that I was partnered like 5 seconds before I started stream. And I was like, wait, I didn't even have a stream put together for partnership celebration or anything. So I changed the stream title to partnership celebration, and then I kind of just like, whoa, pie. And yeah, that was getting partnered on Twitch. A complete nothing mess. Woo!
I feel that. Were you excited? Were you happy? I mean, you know.
Yeah.
How long ago was this?
I was excited for sure, but honestly, when I first found out, I was just panicking. Cause I was like thinking like, oh, if I get partnered, I'm gonna do this and like this, and then I do that and do this. And then I found out like 5 seconds before I went live that I was partnered. I was like, okay, what do I have time to do? None of it. Okay, whatever, forget it. But yeah, it was neat. I don't know. I had so many mixed feelings that day because of like the partnership and everything that was going on at the same time, you know. So I don't know, but like after the fact, I was super happy about it. I was like, woo, you know. I screenshotted it, of course, and like was super celebrated with everybody. I was really happy about it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we all celebrate differently, you know. I woke up, it was my second attempt, and I got the message that I got partnered, and I thought I was like something else, you know. I thought it was just some like whatever newsletter, but then it said I got partnered, and I was super ecstatic that I don't know if you know who Autumn is, fellow streamer in VR chat, but she was streaming at the time, and I just jumped into her. Well, we jumped into a call. It was like, Autumn, I got partnered. What the fuck? And then we were just like, you know, screaming at each other essentially. So it was pretty cool. That's what I did.
I don't even know what partnered means. TVH, I don't know what happens when I get partnered. I just did the application because I could.
Oh, you get more emotes. You get a verified thing.
Yeah.
If you ever go to TwitchCon, you get a Twitch partner badge instead. You get to go to the partner only lounge, which means you have to be a partner to go there. You get bounties if you can apply for those, which is basically just sponsored content. You apply for being Twitch rivals, so if you ever do like any esports stuff, like playing Crab Game or like Among Us or something, you verse against other partner streamers, and you actually make money, like thousands of dollars if you win.
Oh,
yeah, stuff like that.
I just want the emotes.
Yeah, the emotes are pretty good. I mean, you get as many as how many slots you have, and I mean that's all you really need, right? Like everything else is kind of just secondary. I think most people like myself just went for the emotes, just a little check mark, and that was it. Everything else is kind of whatever. It seems like
I don't even know. Like my profile has a check mark, but like when I type in chat, it doesn't have a check mark. So I don't know what I am. Am I fake partnered?
No. It's because okay, so no, when you type in chat, you have to go to your on the bottom right. It'll say like chat identity, and then you can turn on your your partner badge or not. Basically, if you don't, it's off by default. If you don't check it on, then it's off. Basically, you can hide if you're actually partnered in case, you know, I don't know, you want to like smurf or something. But I have it on, so when I'm typing in someone's chat, they're like, "Oh shit, a partner!" I'm like, "Hey, what's up, man?" Wow. I feel like whenever I talk to a lot of people at parties or events in VR chat, it seems like everybody else cares that I'm a partnered more than I do. Does that make sense? You ever feel that?
I've never once told anyone I'm partnered on Twitch. I don't know what the point is. Like,
I don't tell people, but it's people tell me You know what I mean? They're like, oh, you're a partner.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, so. I was like, it doesn't mean I'm better than you. It just means that I just happened to hit the thing, and then I clicked the button, and then I did the thing. You know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't know. It's been weird. Like, I mean, I see what a lot of content creators go through nowadays. It's like you can't really tell, you know. I don't know. Like, I've had friends that are like really good friends before like I started streaming, and then nowadays, like when I talk to them, I just feel like I'm talking to like an echo chamber or a yes man or someone who just wants clout.
Hey,
well,
can I talk?
I don't want to be mean, but it's like.
Hey, can I talk to you? Hello? I'm talking to a brick wall. What the hell, man? No, I gotcha. Like that emo right there.
I don't want to be mean to people. Yeah, it just makes me so sad. It's like, no, dude, I just want to be friends. Like, I'm the same person. I just hit live every so often and just, like, literally act like an idiot for 3 hours. Like, what do you mean? It makes you, like, yeah.
No, I get you. It means you're a real one.
It's harder to verify.
You're a real one.
People I stream, even if I'm streaming, I'll say no, I don't stream, because like I really like people treating me for what they see, you know, when they're actually in the moment, not for like what they like heard or this or that.
I feel that.
I don't know, like, you know, yeah. It's also sucks because like I like to troll a lot, and people are like, oh, you're that person from this or that, and I'm like, no,
you're that person from that Mickey Mouse video.
Oh god, dude. Sorry, I hope not. God, no.
That'd be the worst. Oh god. No, but I get what you're saying. Like, you just want to have fun, and you don't want people to feel like put you on a pedestal because you're partnered, or because you stream, or because you make content. You just want to have fun with your friends and just enjoy the ride. You don't want to be like, oh wow, I'm partnered and have 1,000 viewers and 1 million subs. You know, support me, man. Give me all the money. Wee. You know, like you just want to have fun. I get what you're saying.
So the thing is, like, it's been really hard to make like new friends because of it, because I can't tell, like, does my reputation precede me and they're just trying to approach me, right? And so I feel more comfortable like when I approach someone else in the first place, like becoming friends with them like that. It's like weird how it works nowadays.
No, I feel that. I do that with a lot of people. Like, you know, I approach people to hang out with or to interview when back in the day. Or not so back in the day, but like a while ago, it was people approaching me, but I didn't know if they were approaching me because I run a show or because I have viewership, or like, you know, I couldn't really tell what their motives were. So if I do it, then I know what I want. I just want to have fun and interact with people and have a fun time. So, no, I gotcha.
Yeah. It also feels weird, like, talking about it. I feel weird, like, you talk about this stuff, like, off camera.
No, it's fine. There's nothing wrong here. I talk about this shit all the time in my own stream, and probably half the people in VR chat talk about this. I see Twitwonger's 10-paragraph essays talking about this thing every day.
Yeah.
But anyway.
In life, it's like,
anyway. We'll switch it up. So my next question is, obviously, you've been, you know, doing some roleplay stuff, you know, on your own stream, but also a part of like the Golden Gator and stuff. Like, how's that experience been going?
Honestly, it's been pretty fun. There's mostly just positives to it. I really like a lot of the people I interact with, and I think they're generally funny and also really great to learn from. So typically I'll go to like, especially the Tuesday night events that Rafflegator does with his stream, where he will go and I guess like RP with everybody, and people just come up with goofy characters and sort of just have fun with it. And I honestly wish he would do that more, because I really enjoy that a lot. And then I'll go on Thursday nights a lot too, where he'll do either like date nights or like murder mystery RP or some other form of it. And I don't know, like I realized that like a lot of the stuff I do on my stream is basically just like scuffed RP in Publix, basically. So like, why not go with people who do scuffed RP together and they're really good at it, right? And so I think it was a pretty natural like click for me. The only problem is that like a lot of the people in their community like don't really like the avatar that I usually stream in. So I kind of get harassed for that sometimes, but besides that, like it's just a good time. I enjoy going for sure.
I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I used to go a long time ago, years ago. I do my own thing now, but yeah, I mean, you just gotta find people that are like-minded, that want to just have fun. And that's what you're looking for, like you said before. You just want to have fun, role play, have like scuffed moments, and if it's scuffed, then you just laugh it off, you know? Or you'd be like, oh, that person's a murderer, don't go down that alleyway, and then you have to like be like, oh, I'm dead, and fall over, you know? It's It's all for fun. That's
one
what.
thing I've learned, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just like I've learned with content creation. It's like you don't have room to be embarrassed. Like if you do something bad, then own up to it. But like if you do something embarrassing, just having live it. You know?
Yeah.
So like for example,
laugh it off.
I freaking like it's like that's just free funny, right? At that point,
Yeah.
I remember like especially with the most recent emote that I added, like during my stream, VR chat just smote me into this really embarrassing thing for me. And at the time, I was like, "Oh my god, this is so embarrassing! Why did VR chat do that to me?" And now it's an effing emote, right? So it's just all about like setting aside like the seriousness of it and understanding that like, goofy stuff happens, especially when you live stream, and you know that's just all part of the experience and have fun with it. Same with RP.
Yeah, I feel I like streaming more. So what I'm trying to say here is like comparing to YouTube content. YouTube content, not all of it, but a large portion of it is like pre-planned, you know, recording, editing to create a narrative for a video. While streaming is more just in the moment improv. I mean, you can still get like script things for streaming. It's just that most of what you see, like especially for VR chat, is just sort of improv. You know, stuff that happens. So sometimes scuffness happens because, you know, a person doesn't expect you to suddenly shank them or whatever. While in a YouTube video, it's pre-planned, it's pre-arranged that, yes, I'm going to stab you at 15 seconds after I say, "Oh, you betrayed my dad. I'm going to now stab you. Oh, no." You know, like that's, YouTube's more about painting a narrative and sort of cutting out the boring parts and then making a video where it's all the good stuff, all the highlights of recording, while streaming has a lot of downtime, but it also becomes more relatable, right? You get to interact with your audience in real time, you know, hanging out with them and having fun, and if something scuff happens, you just laugh it off and it becomes a meme, you know?
Yeah, I don't know how many like YouTubers I've seen that are like, they think about streaming, but they never really can do it because they can't bear to show that side of themselves where it's like they try to do something funny and it just falls flat and nobody laughs at it, you know?
Oh yeah,
they don't feel confident enough to like actually go live and just like take those L's, and they don't think their content's gonna be good enough even with it, even though like that's half the fun, you know? Like sometimes I'll go and intentionally tell a terrible joke, right? Like you know, like a dad joke or some junk, and the reactions to people thinking it's not funny is what's funny about it, right? So I don't know. It's like a lot of it is like, with streaming, it's like just not being afraid to fail. Whereas with YouTube, you can just kind of like sweep them under the rug. But you know, both videos have their pluses and their minuses, so it's just up to you which one you prefer.
Yeah, or do both. If you're the jack of all trades, you can just do both things. You know, the people that do both probably benefit the most, because then you can make content catered to YouTube, and then be like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna stream on Twitch now. Go check out my streams." You know.
Right.
But yeah.
One thing I noticed also with like streaming is that like you might do something on stream and it'll be cringy as frick.
Yeah.
But then if you slap into a YouTube video and edit it up, suddenly it's hilarious, right? And it's so interesting how it's like contrasting from like how it actually was like when you streamed it live. I think that's like really neat and cool about like YouTube.
I feel that. We're gonna start taking questions from the chat, by the way. So again, use the exclamation point questions in the chat. It sends you to a Google document, username and questions. So we have some questions here. First from Nissan 331. How did it feel to have a fruit snack army? That'd be for you, Filian, when you're ready.
I'm blowing my nose because it's eternally stuffed
and
congested.
No worries. No worries.
Yeah. Yeah, I have such bad allergies always. I don't know what to do. How's it feel to have a fruit snack army?
Yeah, that's the question.
Is that the question? I don't know. It's like, to me, like, those people aren't a fruit snack army. They're like just a really good group of people that I love interacting with and hanging out with, and I think they're really special to me. So it's not necessarily that they're a fruit snack army, but that they're there and I can hang out with them and they cheer me the frick up. And I don't know. It's weird. It's a really weird feeling because it's like, I realized when I first started streaming, I was like, people were like, "Oh, make a Discord, Filian. Make a Discord. Why not do that?" I said, "Okay, that sounds like fun. Why not? There's no reason not to, right?" And over time, like as more and more people joined, I realized it wasn't just like a group of friends, but it was like a full community at that point. And so, you know, like one day I woke up and I realized like I wasn't just like, you know, streaming. I was like building a real community, and it was really humbling. And honestly, like, half of my stream is just trying to build the community and like have like a really awesome place for people to hang out. And so I don't know, it feels weird. I feel like I'm a way too small of a person to be like running like a community like that, but I don't know, it's really humbling, I guess.
No, I gotcha. I mean, I think.
Also, I need just like 1 minute, okay?
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah, sure. Put the camera on me. All right. What's up, gamers? Filian's gonna go blow our nose, take care of some things. But hey, if you've been enjoying the stream so far, what do you guys think? Do you guys like this interview so far? Just a reminder: if you have any questions, use the forum. We're going through them one by one. And if you haven't already, hit that follow button. You know, I'm almost at. It technically says I'm at 25,000, but I'm actually not. It rounds up, by the way, if you didn't know. So I'm actually like 30 followers away. And I think my stream elements is broken because I did see someone subscribe. So hey, thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. How's it going again? We're pretty good. We're just chilling. We're doing stay hydrated, drink some water. I'm loving this interview. Excellent questions and conversation. Thank you so much. This is my 269th interview. If you don't know, you can also put in the command _interviews or _talk show in the chat, and then it goes to all my interviews I've ever done. You can check them all out on YouTube. I stream all of them. It's just obviously they do get deleted after time, but they're all on YouTube. So if you want to check them out, that's where they go. So yeah, I don't know why my stream elements is derping out. I think maybe stream elements is dying a little bit, so it's hasn't said anyone's followed me in a long time, which is false, because obviously I've had somebody subscribe to me. I see in the chat. But anyway, the important thing is, I hope you guys enjoy the show, and I'm always here for you. And yeah, we're gonna take some more questions.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh, you ready? Okay, I was just killing time.
Yep.
Okay, next question from Nissan again. Ask the questions. Previous question is for Filian. Even this one is, why are you such a cringe little fruit snack goblin? That's what Nissan said.
Stop calling me cringe!
Yeah, why would they say that?
Stop it! I'm not cringe! I don't know. I think like, cause like when I'm on the stream, like I'll make a joke and then I'll just call myself cringe every 5 seconds. Okay. So I think they kind of take after me a little bit. So I don't know. It's like a bit of a meme lately. I'm just like saying like anything I do, just saying like cringe or Resident Sleeper to it. And I think like if nothing else, it's a great way to train myself to like not care with like what one person thinks, right? So it's like if I see Resident Sleeper in the chat, like I don't think it's horrible, because like at that point it's the community just making fun of like the situation and just like having a good time with me. So yeah, it's just a little bit of a bit that we have at this point.
I gotcha. Next question comes from Overlord Satan. How's your molten fruit snack bowl doing?
Hi, Satan.
Is the spoon still stuck?
Oh god. Yeah, so I don't know if I mentioned this when I first told you about the molten fruit snacks.
Yep.
But basically I had a spoon in the bowl to like stir it up, and when I stirred it up, it basically went from molten lava to like a flowy river of just like liquefied fruit snack. It looked really cool, but I forgot the spoon in there. I kind of just left it in there. And so it's solidified, and it didn't turn into a fruit snack. It turned into the fruit snack, the shape of a bowl. I couldn't get it out. It was like one piece, you know? It was like an anime or some junk. So I couldn't get the spoon out no matter how much I pulled on it. So even if I picked up the entire bowl by the spoon, it would just be stuck in there. And I couldn't pull the spoon out. It was like, you know, like Sword in the Stone status. So there wasn't anything for me to do with it, so I left it on my countertop for like a week until I realized that, you know, if I poured water on it, some of the fruit snack would liquefy off of it. So I did this thing where I would pour water into it, let it sit for a day, pull the spoon out a little bit, and then pour the water out, put more water back in, let it sit for a day, pull the spoon out more. It took like 3 or 4 days to finally get the spoon out of it, and at that point, now, at the current phase where the rest of the fruit snack that's in the bowl, I'm waiting for it to dry off. Then I'm gonna put it into the microwave again, now the spoon's not in the bowl, and then I'm gonna pour it out after the fact. And I'm slowly recovering from the subathon still. The damage has pursued even this far.
Oh my god.
I know, we go hard out here. I have no regrets.
Damn, that's commitment right there though. Next question from Zenith99. Do you have any sort of big inspiration as a streamer or just in general? And in which case, who?
Like, do I have any content creators or like people that I look up to particularly?
Do you have any? So I'll repeat the question for you. Do you have any sort of big inspiration as a streamer, or just in general? And in case who? So basically, who inspired you? Like anyone who inspired you to stream or make content, or just in general inspiration in your day-to-day life?
Yeah. So, I mean, for me, like, my biggest inspirations have always been my friends, and I never really looked up to, like, people who are famous or people who are successful as, like, role models, because I like to kind of, like, you know, go my own path. And, yeah, so I don't have anyone in particular to name, but, like, all my amazing friends who helped me along the way are probably my biggest inspirations by far. A little bit of a cop-out answer, but, yeah, I don't know. Like, it feels weird for me to say, like, oh, you know, Tony Hawk is my inspiration. Like, it's just a random person, right? Or Neanners or something like that. So, I don't know.
Tony Hawk is a random person?
Just, like, do me. Yeah.
Neanners is a random person?
Name, right? No one recognizes Tony Hawk.
What the heck? He's the greatest skater of all time.
True. He's also 50% bird. That's what I heard.
Whoa.
Because it's hog. It's hog. It's hog.
That's true. Wow. That was a dad joke. That was a, what is that? What was that? You should come to my improv shows in 2 months. That's the type of jokes.
Oh, clearly I'll do well there.
Yeah, you'll do really well there. But, yeah, we'll have a live audience too. Yeah.
Ooh.
Anyway, next question. We have here from Nissan again. Will you do a future collab with Pewdiepie in VR chat? Yeah. Will you collab with Pewdiepie?
I'd be down, obviously. My friend Kermit actually has like a Pewdiepie avatar. And I think one time he was like recording clips for his next video in the Pewdiepie avatar, and I was like in the clip like reacting to it at the time. So, you know, kind of collabed with a virtual Pewdiepie that wasn't the real one, so already off the list.
I got you. Now, Pewdiepie used to play VR chat 4 years ago, and he would play with what's it called, a heliport. So basically, he wouldn't like walk everywhere like this. He would teleport everywhere. Like, what the fuck? He didn't know how to even play this game properly. And every video that he was in for VR chat, he would just be teleporting everywhere. I was like, dude, someone teach this guy how to play this game, how to play VR games, dude. Why is he teleporting everywhere, dude? That's not, what the hell? And every time someone would get close to him, they disappear, which means he has personal play space on. So you can't like head pat him.
Right, he has personal space. No. I know, it's so funny when I see like people who don't play VR chat come and play VR chat, especially if they try to operate the camera in third person. I'm like, oh no, they're so scuffed. But they'll like, you know, thousands of viewers, or like their YouTube video will have millions of views because like they're already established content creators and they were really funny, right? It's just so funny when you can see like how scuffed they are and nobody knows it except for like the 10 people that play VR chat, right? It's really interesting.
Yeah, because everyone's like, whoa, oh my god, it's so cool, Pewdiepie, how you're playing that thing in VR chat. And everyone's just like, bro, like, come on. I've already done like 1,000 times, dude.
You didn't even play the game.
You didn't even play the game right. What the hell? And yes, I know that teleporting helps with motion sickness, but he's been in VR a lot, so I don't think he has motion sickness. It's just a default option that he probably doesn't even know to turn off. He just probably thinks, wow, this game is, you just teleport everywhere? This is lame. But, you know.
Yeah.
So, Zenith asks another question here. Filian, when you get your own new model, soon trademark, have you decided on what animal you want to be? Or are you planning on not having any animal ears or tail at all?
That's like up in the air right now. Currently I'm not planning on it, but I'm very open to it. So it just depends. Yeah. I think the only like influence that I'm really taking in terms of animals is like very, very light butterfly motif. I think that's about it though.
Butterfly VTuber, let's go.
No, not like that. Just a little tiny bit.
Just a little bit. Have a little antennae. You know, like, have a little wings so you can fly away. Like, woo, woo, I'm flying away.
I mean, I guess we'll have to see.
Be a little fairy.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Ooh, there you go. There's some ideas. Anyway, Nissan asks another question here. A question for Filian. When will you host your own talk show, smiley face?
Oh gosh, that'd be really freaking fun. I don't know. I've never like done much for like the interview format, but I think they've been really fun to do lately. I think I've done like 3 now at this point, and I enjoyed them a lot. So maybe it's very possible. I don't know. It'd be so weird. Like imagine like if I were this small behind your desk and you were that large sitting in this chair. It just.
You have a little baby
just,
desk.
Like, to step on me
yeah,
every show.
I don't know, just be like...
a tiny little desk. It'll be like floating in the air, and I'll have to like climb up to it.
Man, I could always just shrink my avatar. It doesn't take that long. I can always open up Unity. Be like, woo, I'm small mode now.
Ooh.
Fit in. Yeah, it's not that hard.
Or to make me feel better, you could crouch underneath your desk and use that Funko Pop there and pretend it's you. The possibilities are endless.
One day.
Feel more comfortable.
One day, yeah. I'm like, hey, Filian, it's me, Rebel. You can't grab it.
Can I steal it?
No, it's
It's
glued down. But in the future, you might be able to pick it up because it didn't have physics on it.
I want it now.
I want it
and I want it now.
Oh,
you understand that?
You'll never have it. You'll never take it. It's mine. You're not strong enough. You have to beat Dark Souls on Soul 1 to get that, okay? Only cool kids. Just gonna take it. Yeah. Beat Dark Souls again first, and then you can get it.
I'll do it. Just give me a day.
I like
a lot of practice.
They can't even see you. They're so tiny. You're just a little baby hand. Like
Whatever. I'm back down.
Okay, next question we have here is from Zenith again. Question to both of you. What would you say is the biggest downside to streaming in your point of view? Is there any downsides to streaming?
Getting stream sniped and crashed really sucks. That's been bad lately. But besides that, most of the bad stuff is just outside of stream, with people acting weird, I guess.
Yeah, I think I could say something similar to that. Yeah, I mean, I don't really stream Publix anymore. I haven't done it in years. I used to be someone who would do that all the time. But as time progressed and more people found out there are people streaming this game, it's very often that people will, try and stream snipe or ruin things. Like anytime I play any game, grab game, anything, it has to be in a private instance or group or something like that. Because I can't just trust like a random person to come on my stream and behave, because they have more power.
I made that mistake. I was doing this thing where I opened up to anybody who was in the Discord, and I figured, if you're in the Discord, you're probably not a bad apple. But I made the mistake of doing this after I streamed Crab Game. So people joined the Discord that weren't exactly the greatest people. So I said, okay, we're doing this thing where I'm gonna put you in a Discord chat with me, and you're gonna tell a joke. And this dude's like, oh hey, okay, where's my joke? Oh, I guess I'll play a fart noise because that's funny, right? And instead of playing a fart noise, he just has a gamer moment. I had to ban him immediately on stream. And it's like people like that just like ruin, I guess, the ability to like interact with like chat in like a meaningful way, and it makes you really sad. So it's like I'm trying my best to find like a happy middle ground between like dealing with stuff like that versus like, letting myself interact with everybody. So yeah.
Yeah, that's the harsh reality, unfortunately, is like if you're on YouTube, you can just edit that out, so it's not like really a concern. But on stream, it's live, so you can't really edit it out. I mean, you can delete the VOD, you can ban the person, but it still like disrupts the whole flow, right? You're having a fun time, and then someone's like, "I'm gonna say the thing," and you're like, "Man, what the fuck?" And then your rest of the night's ruined. It's because random people have more power than you as a streamer. If you really think about it, they can just like get you banned or get you in trouble. Yeah. There's too much power they have.
Also, I kind of like it as a streamer. Like, I don't know, people who like have egos as streamers don't really make sense when like the only reason you have anything in the first place is because people, support you. So like, what are you without people? So I don't know. It's like a weird situation.
True. That's a clap because that's that's a base take right there.
Yeah. So always be humble with streaming, because you're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for everybody who wants to watch.
Phil Dillian Dillian, I think that's how I pronounce this. Do you like candy?
Candy's nuts fit in your mouth?
Oh. Oh my god. Damn, got him! Got him!
Come here, I slam that junk, you know what I'm saying? God dang.
Oh, shit.
Nice. +1.
What do you think about parasocial relationships?
I think they're fun. I mean,
Pair of nuts in your mouth. Like... Oh shit!
I gotta go.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see, if you're gonna say a joke, I'll say one too.
Whatever.
You like dragons?
GG. Dragging these nuts across your face.
Oh shit.
Are we gonna do it? Are we gonna do it? Is this how it's gonna go? Is this how it's gonna go? You wanna fight? You wanna go? Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. That's fine. I'll have you know, I have gone rob with them before, so you don't stand a chance. I'm kind of a professional.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, back to questions.
That's my game.
Here. Ira Spaceman asked a question. May I have a fortune, please? Filian 1 pog.
A fortune?
Are you a fortune teller?
Oh boy. Well, I did this bit on stream where like I would go read people random fortunes. I don't remember any of them, but the one that left an impression on me was the fortune just said run. And I thought that was like the best fortune. Yeah. 2 peas in a pod, 1 soup in the can. That is my wisdom. I just came up with that.
What? Yeah.
Pretend like it's in a breathing
holy
meeting.
shit, that was incredible. Oh my, influenced my whole life. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Amazing. Incredible.
Thank you.
Satan asked the question, will you ever stream Minecraft again?
Oh boy. Yeah, I think a lot of people really like Minecraft and it's pretty popular right now, especially for streaming. Minecraft's never really been my favorite game, so while I'm open to streaming in the future, I don't think I'd just stream it by myself, but only with like a group of people playing like an SMP server or something. So it's possible, but definitely not on the list for me of like things I really want to do.
I gotcha. Next question is more of a request. Nissan says, Filian, can you bonk Rebel? Keck W. Can you do that?
I might. You want me to?
Sure,
Listen, I'm not responsible for any damages you incur, okay? If you cry and get clipped, that's not my fault.
Why would I cry?
It's gonna be a really big one. Because I'm powerful, obviously. Look at this. Firepower.
My head is right here, just so you know. I'll give you reference. Oh! Ow! Sorry. I have a thick skull.
Jesus Christ.
I think you hurt yourself more than you hurt me.
Yeah, I'm like Charizard. Yeah. I hurt myself in my confusion. I did my best, Nissan. I tried. He's strong.
Speaking of
strong with the Force.
Are you gonna get the new Pokemon game?
There's a new one? Oh wait,
yeah, is
this like is this the app one or like on the iPhone?
No. It's game. It's Diamond. What's it called? Diamond something, and the other one.
Brilliant Diamond and Brilliant Pearl.
Yeah.
Oh, is it like a remastered Diamond and Pearl?
Yeah, remastered.
I would love to. I just don't have enough time for it. Honestly, like since streaming happened and like started like getting more into RP and stuff, I put so much time in a week to like all that stuff that I don't really have time to play games. So like when I do play stuff, it's like a quick game of League or just some VR chat casually.
I gotcha. Satan asked the question, is gonna stream RuneScape? Ha, kidding. What color's fruit snack is your favorite flavor?
Oh, I am so biased on this one. I don't care about any of the fruit snack flavors in particular.
What?
But the grape, the purple one, is spectacular.
Okay.
I literally judge the fruit snack bag's quality by the number of grape fruit snacks in it. Now, the interesting thing about them is that the grape fruit snacks come out a little bit tougher than the other fruit snacks. Okay. So you can physically feel it with your eyes closed, even if you don't know the shapes. Which ones are the grapefruit snacks? I don't know why it's like that. It's really haha quirky XD. but I freaking love the grape ones. Yeah, they taste the best.
Okay. Nice.
I'm passionate about this more than I should be.
Okay, we got a question from an anonymous person. Will you stream truck/racing games on Twitch?
Yeah, I'm down for it. It just depends, like, if I think it'll be worth everyone's time and it's super interesting, right? Because, like, driving a car in a circle for an hour and a half isn't very interesting on its own. But, like, if I feel like you can make it really fun and interesting, then yeah, heck yeah, I'll do it. I don't have any particular games that I really care about streaming besides Beat Saber and VR Chat. The rest of it's just like, ooh, whatever's fun and interesting. So I'm down for it.
Zenith asked the question: what's both of your guys' favorite game series? Sorry, it took me a second. What's your favorite game series?
I mean, that's
Dark
pretty
Souls.
simple for me. True. VR Chat's my favorite game series.
Yeah, all one of the games. For me, if I had to pick, this is tough because some of the game series I like kind of got shit as like the later ones. I think like Resident Evil, the old ones, or like Silent Hill, the old ones are bomb, but the later ones suck. So I don't know. Like
Resident Evil, yeah.
Resident Evil was good, but like Resident Evil like 6 was like, what? But like 7 and 8 was good. So I guess, you know, there's a silver lining there. I don't know. Maybe that one. Okay, next question. Wombat, are you both staying hydrated? If not, please hydrate the heck up. Thank you for your time.
I drunk like 1.5 pounds of water. So much. I don't know why, dude. People normally drink so much water when they stream. Yeah. When I stream on an average day, I'll go through like 2 pounds of water over the course of like 50 sips in like 3 hours, and then I'll have to go and get more. It's like, it feels like I'm drinking way more than most people are during stream, and I don't know what to do about that.
It's because you're talking a lot. You have to drink.
What are the stats on it? I talk so much on stream.
And then
I never realized it until I clicked the stream back. Literally, every time I click through my VOD, you can play a game. It's just like, click on a random point in the VOD, see if Filian is talking or not. I guarantee you, like, 80% of your clicks will be, like, Filian talking. It's
fine.
So much. I never realized.
The average person doesn't drink enough water. You're supposed to drink, like, 2 liters a day or something like that.
Yeah, when I stream, I drink, like, 10 swimming pools. It's like, what the frick?
That's okay. I mean, drinking water is, like, good for you anyway. You know, so it's fine. You drink more than 2 liters, nice. Yeah, water's healthy.
The thing is also is that, like, even when I'm streaming, like, I have a hydrate redeem, and I have like a 3-minute cooldown or something kind of short. So I'll take a sip of water and be like, okay, I'm good on water. And someone will immediately redeem a hydrate. I'm like, okay, more water. That's fine. And then I'm like gonna get punch drunk on water by the end of the stream. It's like go through so much.
I gotcha. I think, you know, do you have any questions for me, Filian? You don't have to, but I always ask, just in case there's something brewing in your mind that for the past hour and a half you've been thinking.
Can you swap to your male avatar?
What'd I get out of it?
It's just a question.
Can I? I can. Which one? I mean, I have like multiple. Sure.
What is the originalist? Yes,
oh, the first one? The very first one? My Kenny Kikona avatar I used 3.5 years ago. The one I basically started VR chat in. Yeah, I'll use it.
Ooh, that sounds even more interesting.
So, if any of you guys have ever played Telltale's The Walking Dead, you know this character. Like this. What's your name, Brenner? I'm the interviewer now. Who the hell are you?
Who is this guy? Who is this guy?
Who the hell are you? What are you doing? What are you doing with my world?
This is my show.
This is my show. What are you talking about? I'm the interviewer.
No, I'm all put together. You look like you crawled out from underneath a dumpster.
What the hell?
Now listen up. Answer my questions. What were you doing the night of April 25th, 2016? I know you wasn't doing some stuff back there. Now tell me what you're really up to.
Listen, all right, I was fending off them walkers. Tell you what, shit. Walkers.
The frick is a walker? Are you
zombie?
Are you being paraplegicist? Is that what it is? Huh?
No.
You're saying people who can walk are walkers, people who can't are like what, wheelers?
Yeah, zombies.
Is that huh?
Damn gas guzzlers, unless you better use an eco car or else.
Ooh, I've always wondered, like, too, just as a side tangent, like, in VR chat, people who don't talk are called mutes, but it always seems weird to me that people who talk get called talkers, as if, like, only 5% of the game's populace is mute, you know? I get why, and I get that there's a term for it, but it's like, if there's a walker, that implies somebody who can't walk. If there's a mute, that implies somebody who can talk. And it's like, it's kind of interesting, like, how, like, I don't know, like, even, like, the generic human being that plays VR chat can get put into a category like that. It's kind of funny.
They call them walkers because in the game, they're zombies and they walk. That's why they call them walkers.
What do the other ones do?
The Neanderthal just resubscribed for 5 months.
What do you mean?
Via.
They drive cars, or do they crawl, or do they sprint?
No, they just so instead of calling, because traditionally in a lot of movies and stuff, they'll just say, "Oh, it's a person that eats people. That's a zombie." So instead of calling everything zombies, Walking Dead decided we'll be cool. Let's call them something else. So some people in the TV series will call them walkers. Some of them call them biters. Some call them jarheads. I don't know, like, or whatever.
Oh.
So,
gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I think that's it for like questions I had. It's kind of funny seeing you swap avatars.
I mean, I pull it out. Now I'm back. Yo, what up? Well, actually, you don't see me. It's because it's my avatar's a local avatar, so I have to do this. So I have to do this, then switch it to the other one.
Oh, it's like a big pain in the butt. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, so only the stream can see what I actually look like. You see me in my I look like this. I look like the black suit.
I do.
Scarf. Yes. Yeah. My avatar is local only, meaning it only renders on my computer. But anyway.
Right.
Anyway, do we have any more questions from chat? Let me see. Do we have any more questions? Zenith says, have you played any of the Halo games? Are you looking forward to Infinite?
I hit my nose. Am I looking forward to Infinite? I played one sec. My nose sucks.
Anyway, chat. We're about to wrap up this interview, just to let you know, in a couple minutes. She's just taking a break, blowing her nose. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay, go ahead.
Itchy. Yeah. Halo Infinite. I played Halo like 3 a lot and some ODST, but I haven't really played the Halo games much since then. So I was thinking for sure about trying out the Halo multiplayer, and if I enjoy it, maybe buying the campaign too. But yeah, I definitely like Halo, and I'm super down to play it at some point.
Nice. Yeah, Halo Infinite. I don't own it personally. I've never played it, but I've seen some friends play it. It seems all right. There's a battle pass, so some people are like, yeah, battle pass. What the hell? What is this, Call of Duty? But I mean, it's, you know, it's just new age stuff. You never know. Some people think that Halo might go BR. You have a battle royale Halo mode. I can see that happening.
That'd be weird.
I
can see it for sure. It'd be kind of odd.
You're the last Spartan left.
Punches in Master Chief's face, then another Master Chief punches in his face, and then like 3 in the third party, and then they just fall from hornets. It's like just Master Chief punch you violence.
Yeah. You have some elites in there.
True. Can you play as elites in the Halo multiplayer? I really like doing that. Playing as elites.
I don't think so.
Game that let you do it.
I haven't seen it.
Halo 3 was the
I've
first
been watching
one.
people. I haven't.
Yeah, I always like playing as elites because it's different.
Yeah, I don't know. How many questions are there more? Well, let's deal with the questions because we're gonna be wrapping up soon. But have you enjoyed yourself, Filian, on this interview? We've been going for about an hour and 40 minutes, just to let you know. So we're gonna be wrapping up in a minute or so.
Yeah. It's been really fun, honestly, and been really casual. It's been nice because like I can talk about things I don't normally talk about on my own stream, and yeah, I don't know. It's weird doing interviews like this because like I need to work on my mental stamina for interviews because usually I'm like like an hour into them.
No, it's fine.
It's been a really good time. I've had a lot of fun.
You lasted an hour and 40 minutes, and that's like pretty much the average for me. So.
Let's go.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, did you guys enjoy the interview? What did you guys think? Let me know in the Twitch chat. But
let them know.
Yeah, let me know.
Let them know.
But yeah, I appreciate every single one of you. Also, I literally got that alert for a sub like an hour later. So yeah, my stream elements is like derping out. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Thanks for the sub. So so anything you want to say? Any last minute statements? You're gonna be like streaming tomorrow, you said, I think. Anything else you want to plug, say, do?
No, I love my community, and I'm happy that people love hanging out with me, and also I like hanging out with Rebel a lot too.
Oh wow, thanks. Yeah, I appreciate that. We have some good talks. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But yeah, twitch.tv/Filian. Go check her out. She's gonna be streaming tomorrow at some point, doing some crazy stuff. Any plans tomorrow? Like what specifically you're doing, or just VR chat, or?
Oh, my plans are so well thought out. In my Discord, I have an event that says VR chat plus something else.
Oh.
And it's scheduled for it's scheduled at like a random time of the day. I'm 100% ready for it, for sure.
Okay, nice. Something else, huh? Well, anyway, I appreciate you for stopping by, Filian. Thank you so much, everybody in the chat, for following, subs, all that good stuff. And I have an interview tomorrow. So tomorrow I have an interview at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Chodo Dragon. She's a mute, but we're going to be using, I think, speech to text. So there'll be closed captions on the stream, so you can read what she's saying in real time. That's pretty cool, huh? But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Interview 269, haha, funny number. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have a good Friday night. Stay hydrated. If you're out there partying, make sure you drink responsibly. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Do you have any recommendations so I should raid Filian, or?
Yeah, there's a guy named Philip.
Is he streaming right now?
I don't know. Wait, what did I say? Frank.
Philip these nuts?
Frank. I didn't want to say Candace, it was too obvious.
Yeah, Con 4K. No worries. I usually just raid fellow VTubers, VR chat people, all that stuff. So I always have somebody on standby who stream around this time. But yeah, if you also after the interview, you can stick around for 1 minute, because I usually like to take pictures with the guests. So I'll take a photo. Yeah. But anyway, guys, see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.